Good morning, Jackednnerdy fans. Jeremy here with a non-spoiler review of Clerks 3, directed by the great Kevin Smith. I am a massive Kevin Smith fan. I've enjoyed his movies ever since the mid-90s, when I was obviously came of age and was able to understand and appreciate them. Followed his work over the many years, and am a weekly viewer of his podcasts. So if you are a Kevin Smith fan, this is the review for you. Before we begin that review, though, I will let you know we've got heaps of content coming out over the coming weeks. We've got movie reviews, unboxing videos, TV series reactions and reviews. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on a video. And if you do enjoy our content, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, because that lets us know that you guys are enjoying what we're putting out there, and it encourages us to keep going. So, with that out of the way, Clerks 3. Now, I was too young to fully appreciate the original Clerks movie. I missed the boat on it a little bit. I tried to watch it when I was young and just didn't really enjoy it. Kind of found it a bit boring. And what have you. Over the years, though, obviously I grew to appreciate Kevin Smith's work with Mallrats, Dogma, so on and so forth. Clerks 2, I enjoyed quite a bit. I enjoyed it considerably more than the original Clerks. So Clerks 2 was a big one for me. Now, Clerks 3. This film obviously continues the story of Randall and Dante, played by Jeff Anderson and Brian O'Halloran, coming back to the quick stop and what have you. Obviously, this is very biographical, if you didn't already know, of Kevin Smith and his experience with having a heart attack and what have you. But also, it just takes these characters into the next stage of their lives and where they're at and what have you. I gotta admit, right at the beginning, I really enjoyed the opening. I got really excited. Great seeing these characters. Great hearing all the banter and everything. I really enjoyed it. Moving forward into the film, it just ramps up even more as the film goes on, and the comedy and everything I found really enjoyable. Now towards the end, it takes a very sudden shift, very sudden shift. Which, look, I still enjoyed everything that this film had to offer. I think Kevin Smith did a great job. At the end, I kind of felt a bit down and a bit flat, and it's not the kind of endings that I come to expect from Kevin Smith. I've always come to expect Kevin Smith of a very, leaving his films very kind of upbeat and happy and what have you. This film I very much was left feeling quite somber and what have you at the end. And look, a lot of that is because we're dealing with very real life themes and matters in this, and I do believe this was a way, Kevin Smith writing and making this movie, I do believe deep down, and look, I could be wrong, but I think this was a way of him dealing with the aftermath of what happened to him, and it was his way of processing. Again, hey, Kevin Smith, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm happy to be wrong on this matter. But I very much got a sense of he was processing everything that he had been through and how it affected him and what it meant for him moving forward. And, it's artistic expression. And look, I do not fault this movie in any way. I do not fault it in any way. The casting is fantastic. Bringing back, obviously, Jason Mewes, Jeff Anderson, Brian O'Halloran, bringing back Rosario Dawson, and Trevor Furman. I hope I pronounced his name right. Trevor Furman. Bringing back all of these characters that we've already got this connection with, and then having cameos upon cameos upon cameos of all these other actors that have been throughout all of his other projects that we've all come to love and respect and everything. Could not fault the acting, could not fault the casting, because this was his artistic dream and expression and what have you. I cannot fault the scripting. I cannot fault the story. The soundtrack was fantastic, bringing back all of these songs and things that we haven't listened to in years that were obviously very kind of influential back in that era of that time of his life and everything. All in all, if you are a Kevin Smith fan, you will enjoy this movie. It is a great movie. If you are not a Kevin Smith fan, it's going to be hit and miss. I reckon, I'll just call it straight down the line. If you're not a Kevin Smith fan, 50% of the audience will like it, 50% of the audience will not like it. It just depends on your tastes in humour, comedy, and how you deal with real life kind of content and real life matters. My wife, Mrs. Jackednnerdy, doesn't deal well with certain themes. So for her, this movie wasn't really her cup of tea. That being said, she is a big Kevin Smith fan, but she's not a fan of the Clerks franchise. She loves Dogma, loves Mallrats and everything else, but just the Clerks franchise never clicked with her, probably because when the first two movies came out, she was a bit too young and didn't really appreciate it or what have you. So all in all, look, at the moment on IMDb, it's got a 6.5 out of 10. And Rotten Tomatoes is at 63%. I would go so far as to maybe give it a 65 to 70%. Like I said, it's a good, fun, enjoyable Kevin Smith film. It's not a blockbuster, summer blockbuster. It's not a high budget film. It's a very low budget film. This is the kind of film that we come to expect from Kevin Smith. It's small. It's got emotional depth and that, but also it's just a bit of fun. So for that, I'll give it 70%. 70%. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Personally, I did enjoy it. Will I watch it again? Yeah, probably, but it will probably be a while before I sit down and watch it again. As I said, it does deal with some real life things, left me feeling a bit somber and all that kind of stuff at the end. Really, I'm more like to watch Kevin Smith films to feel happy and, have fun and get some laughs in. There are lots of laughs in this movie. There's just, like I said, it just kind of ends on that downward curve. So without giving out spoilers and all that kind of stuff, that is my review. Enjoyed it immensely. We'll watch it again. Just let some time pass. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. If you've watched Clerks, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts were. Did you enjoy this film? Did you not enjoy this film? How were you feeling at the end of it? Where would you rank it with amongst Kevin Smith films or amongst the Clerks franchise? Was this your favourite Clerks movie? Or is there another one that you would put as your top film? So that's my review, guys. Hit us up, like I said, hit us up in the comments below. Let us know your thoughts. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And again, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And until next time, stay jacked and stay nerdy.